there's 1,352 guitar pickers in Nashville, and they can pick more notes than the number of ants on the Tennessee anthill. Yeah, there's 1,352 guitar cases in Nashville, and anyone that unpacks a guitar can play twice as better than I will. Yes, I was just 13, you might say I was a musical proverbial knee-high, when I heard a couple new sounding tunes on the tube and they blasted me sky high. And the record man said everyone is a Yellow Sun record from Nashville, and up north you ain't nobody buys them. And I said, but I will. And it was Nashville cats playing Queen's Country Water. Nashville cats playing Wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville cats, let me hear you. And since there's baby, Nashville cats get whooped before bed too. Well, there's 16,821 mothers from Nashville. All the friends playing music and they ain't uptight if one of the kids will, because it's custom made for any mother's son to be a guitar picker in Nashville. And I sure am glad I got a chance to say a word about the music and the mothers from Nashville. And them Nashville cats playing Queen's Country Water. Nashville cats playing Wild. Nashville cats been playing since there's babies. Nashville cats get whooped before bed too. You got your chops up now. I tell you, I was just thinking about Nashville. You cats dig Nashville cats and everything. This is like a Jimmy Rogers tune. Do you know there's a verse in here about you? Magical connection, genuine affection, parallel direction, in between the lines, just two kids that made it, never knowing why. Chances are created underneath your mind, on a windy street or a subway seat. It's like sunshine when two people meet and speechlessly are spaced right out of time. And it's what they've dreamed about. Mercy me, it's so far out. And with each new person is a new first time. Strangers on a train, fate arranged a meeting somewhere. Two spots of rain, two umbrellas beating, magical connection, genuine affection, darling, parallel to Sitting here in limbo, but I know it won't be long. Sitting here in limbo, like a bird without a song. Yes, there's been some resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Sitting here in limbo, waiting for the dice to roll. Yes, I'm sitting here in limbo. Had some time to search my soul. Yes, there's been some resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. I don't know where life will lead me, but I know where I've been. I don't know what life will show me, but I know what I've seen. Had my share of love and friendship, but what's in the past is gone. This little boy is moving on. Sitting here in limbo, waiting for the tide to roll. Yes, I'm sitting here in limbo, knowing that I have to go. Well, there's been some resistance, but I know that my faith will lead me on. Sitting in a limbo, sitting in a limbo. Now there's two people that I have known, inspirations as I've grown. There was a time when they couldn't talk, always walking out, but there was more than just husband and wife, and the love that shone was warm, sweet light. And I hope to God that I was right, to hope they'd share this life. But they're friends again, been together since way back when. They've had their fights, but then they're back to friends again. Sometimes it's hard with each our own, growing up every day back home. Each a single person grown, standing all alone. But don't you let it get you down, if understanding's losing ground. Lover, once that moment's found, won't you come around and be friends again? Been together since way back when. We've had our fights, but then we're back to friends again.
darling, can't you see? Though we've had our fights, it seems somehow deep inside we know in an hour or so we'll be friends again. Been together since way back when. We've had our fights, but then we're back to friends again. We've had our fights, but then we're back to friends again.
Out of the kicking estate in the Union with the cattle and the katydids. A kid with dungarees and holes in the knees, but they called him the Black Satin Kid. He was the Black Satin Kid. Where you gonna run to, Black Satin Kid? Double kicking Black Satin Kid. Who you gonna drum to, Black Satin Kid? Shoulder shaking, heart breaking Black Satin Kid. You know that all he ever carried was some funk button drums, and they cost him every dime he had. But he saved the show, left them screaming for more when the band was a walking out mad. He was the Black Satin Kid. Where you gonna run to, Black Satin Kid? Come on, kid. Black Satin Kid. Who you gonna drum to, Black Satin Kid? Shoulder shaking, heart breaking Black Satin Kid. Yeah, come on, kid. You know you talk about your East Coast, West Coast jazz and your Nashville country soul. They're gonna talk about a kid from San Antonio in the history book of rock and roll. It was the Black Satin Kid. Where you gonna run to, Black Satin Kid? Kid. Black Satin Kid. Who you gonna drum to, Black Satin Kid? Shoulder shaking, heart breaking Black Satin Kid. Promise? Yeah. Sing one with me. This is just an old song, you know. Hootie Ledbetter wrote this song. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in town. And sometimes I have a great notion to jump in the river and drown. I rain goodbye. I rain goodbye. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me another stroll downtown. Yeah. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Stop your rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and family. Stay down by your fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. It's nice to hear you. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Let's do the chorus one more once. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Good night, Irene. Yeah, good night, Charlie Chaplin Collins. Oh, you know I'll see you in my dreams. In my dreams. Thank you, people. Come and talk about the things we did today. Yeah, and laugh about our funny little ways while we have a few minutes to breathe. And I know that it's time you must leave. But darling, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute if you dawdle. My darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I toddled for the great relief of having you to talk to. Is almost past. I think I come to see myself at last, and I see that the time spent confused was the time that I spent without you, and I feel myself in bloom. So darlings, just darling, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute if you dawdle. My darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I toddled for the great relief of having you to talk to. Go and beat your crazy heads against the sky. Try and see beyond the houses and your eyes. It's okay to shoot the moon. Just darling, my darlings, be home soon. I couldn't bear to wait an extra minute. If your darling, my darling, be home soon. It's not just these few hours, but I've been waiting since I titled for the great relief of having you to talk to. Thank you, people. I had a real good time. Yeah. My good friend.
Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing ain't right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. But where would I go, and why should I stay without you? You got me singing the blues. Stars no longer shine. The dream is gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. You got me singing the blues.
I've been waiting my time just to talk to you. You've been looking all down at the mouth and down at your shoe. Well, baby, I came to give you the news. I'll paint rainbows in your room. And at night you've been watching the dark side of the moon. You don't talk to nobody if they don't talk to you. So Buddy and me came here to sing you a tune. Show you the prettiest mountain that you've ever seen. You better run to your closet and fish out your blue suede shoes. I'll paint rainbows all over your blue. Anybody else can see, but that's not why she makes me sigh. She's funny. She's country with a touch of city poise. She can get it so much better than the boys. But that's not why I hear her voice above the noise. She's funny. Funny how my troubles fly. When it's her I'm thinking of. Funny how I find myself just falling more in love. It's funny, but I find as time goes on, someone funny is what I wanted all along. I guess that's why she makes me sigh. She's funny. Funny how my troubles fly. When it's her I'm thinking of. Funny how I find myself just falling more in love. It's funny, but now I know wasn't wrong. Someone funny is what I wanted all along. I guess that's why she makes me sigh. She's funny.
boys all think you're queer. Then the hinges all get rusted, and the seventh pair gets busted. So you graduate to tortoise shell. It makes you look severe. 4 eyes. What you gonna do now? 4 eyes. How much do you see now? You're so blind they call you Batman. You can't even see a fat man. You can't dig just where he's at, man. Without windows on your eyes, but the frames ain't your decision, and they're fitted with precision, and they magnify your eyes like they're a pair of cherry pies. 4 eyes. What you gonna do now? 4 How much do you see now?
How many fingers?
All you parents, give it way to little Clarence when he says the blackboard's fading and the world's a fuzzy place. Mr. Up and Bill classes, let the baby choose his glasses, and please recall that after all, he wears them on his face. 4 eyes. What you gonna do now? 4 eyes. How much do you see now?
How many fingers?
Summertime's for summer girls who kiss and run away, but winter girls have loving arms to warm a winter day. Love me when the leaves turn brown, and I'll marry my warm baby when the snow is on the ground. When the wind starts whistling through the branches of the tree, and the whisper by the window is the falling of the autumn leaves, I need someone to caress me like a soft, soft summer breeze. Summertime's for summer girls who kiss and run away, but winter girls have loving arms to warm a winter day. Love me when the leaves turn brown, and I'll marry my warm baby when the snow is on the ground. I need a warm baby, keep me warm all winter long. Summer girls who kiss and run away, but winter girls have loving arms to warm a winter day. Love me when the leaves turn brown, and I'll marry my warm baby when the snow is on the ground. junkies still stumble past the door of the Night Owl Cafe, and the club owners grumble, the neighborhood slipping away. And it's hard to remember the days when music poured from the stage. Now there's no more music at the Night Owl Cafe. Well, the basement is dark, now the bulb is blown out. I can tell by the hole in the floor where the smoke used to rise, and my partner's red eyes would invite me downstairs for some more. And the kids peering in through the doors whispered, "This never happened before." Now there's no more music at the Night Owl Cafe. always ask in a casual voice, what became of that smoky cafe? Do they still crowd the aisles with those sweet, blissful smiles? Does the music still blow them away? But those people that ask me are wondering about more than they'll say. And there's no more music at the Night Out Cafe. I just tell them there's no more music at the Night Out Cafe. Out there in space and time, but the address is changed, and there's no